Hello? Hi. Yeah. I'm just hoping to get a ticket to Toronto, please. Oh, great. Thank you. Hello and welcome to a throwback episode of Go on Shaw TV. There's something great about looking back in time. We all have this knack for nostalgia. Maybe it's because we forget all the bad memories and only remember the good ones. Anyway, this week I'm looking back in time in Agassiz at the Agassiz Harrison Museum. Now let's start the show off with cancer. It's an awful disease that we're slowly coming to grips with. And unfortunately, it's something that many of us might have to deal with in our lives. Well, one Abbotsford man has had enough of it and has decided to pick up his guitar and say, "Folk cancer."
It's interesting because I just have to let it flow, and when an idea hits me, I gotta write it down. And when I get home, I gotta start playing it on the guitar and hit record.
That process is something local singer-songwriter David Ivan Neal of Abbotsford has been doing every day since the beginning of September. It all started with the loss of his father-in-law.
Unfortunately, colon cancer runs in his family, and he was doing all the right measures, but it just got missed. So it went from there, and he did chemo for many years and fought a good fight.
But eventually, the inevitable happened. Shortly after that tragic event, David decided to pick up his guitar and say folk cancer. For the month of September, David is writing and recording a new song every day in an effort to raise money for the Abbotsford Hospice Society.
I was thinking maybe doing less community-based fundraiser, and then just talking to my wife and my mother-in-law, I really found out how much the Abbotsford Hospice helps people.
Currently, Abbotsford is the only city in the Fraser Valley without a hospice house. But all that is about to change.
We're building the first adult residential hospice in our community over by the hospital on something called the Campus of Care. Our residential services will be our partners are Canuck Place and Matthews House, and we're very pleased that the three organizations are together on this site. But the most important thing is the people, and it's not. Hospice is not an issue that is easily talked about, but sadly it's something that just about everyone has to experience in some way or another.
However, the main issue for societies like the Abbotsford Hospice is they're responsible for finding their own funds.
So anyone in our community who steps forward and is willing to do that for us and on our behalf is truly appreciated, and we're so grateful. Whether that's a small amount or a large amount isn't really the point. And in Dave's case, it was such a unique thing that he was doing that I did talk to him extensively and was thrilled that a young person like himself thought so much of his father-in-law and the community itself, because it is very much a community thing, that he was willing to do this and create a song every day for a month.
So if you'd like to help David in his cause, be sure to check out his website at folkcancer.wordpress.com. In Abbotsford, I'm Danny Gonsalves for Go on Shaw TV.